Welcome to Sangoma Tabernacle. I think that's what it was called. What a name. What is a tabernacle? Hang on. What's a tabernacle? In biblical use, that's always a good start. A fixed or movable habitation, typically of light construction. Fixed or movable. So it either can't move or can move. Wow. What a great definition. A meeting place of worship used by some Protestants and Mormons. So it's a place of worship? The examples given all look like some kind of like rectangular shaped room. Just kind of a box. Like a shipping crate, almost. Except larger, I guess. And I guess... Yeah. Yeah, they essentially look like a large shipping crate that's used as like a church, essentially. And a lot of them have an even larger rectangle of like wall around the shipping crate shaped church. And that's like a sort of fenced off area where there's like some... maybe some livestock or some benches or something. I don't know, it's a visual. If you look up tabernacle, you get a pretty consistent, like several different images that all consistently represent the same vague idea of a building. Which does not look like this, as it turns out. But I guess the implication is that it's a place of research. I mean, sorry, worship. I want to hack into their shit. It's a code. Didn't I have a code? We have those ones, which we finished, and this one, which I've already used. Isn't this the code I used in the past? 87, yeah. I don't think this would work. I'm pretty sure that was a different century or millennia when I got those codes. But there are 3 of them. It'd be kind of funny if it came up again. Dizzying herbal fumes rise from the cauldron.
I can access this.
That would be some kind of human body covered in battery readings. Or arms. Blinking skull icon. Oh. Now it's like a full battery and like pictures of a head. And there's an X. It's like head and body are 2 separate settings, and it kicks me out every time I switch. So I'm toggling something, I guess? A sagging armchair rests next to the bookshelf in a quiet corner of the room. Physician primers. Cadaver Lovers by Home. Sorry, by Howie Buckard. Cadaver Lovers? Bad Blood and Oil by Calamunk. Fortran for Dummies by Alterux. Cybernetics is as easy as ABC by Vesco. Care of the Peripherals by ISO. Time Travel is Impossible by Quinn Hamilton. Ha ha ha. Shifting Biodata to Binary by Dr. Philip Michael Hodsman. 100-Year War Pop-Up Book by Lord Enigma. 100-Year War Pop-Up Book. Medical texts. The shelves are crammed with encyclopedias, textbooks, and journals. Some on human anatomy, others on mechanics and robotics. That's the room that Pooch has decided to hang out in. There's chickens roaming around. Force field wall that I probably shouldn't try to walk through immediately. I think that's a person who's currently charging. Some of these look like standard medical tools, others are strange, unrecognizable implements. The makeshift hospital bed looks worn, but clean. Soft blankets made from animal furs, hides, cover the bare wood. Back to a person? We're going ghost in the shell here? Recharge in progress. Password, 4 digits. $8451. I read their mind to know the password. This is highly ethical, obviously. Well, now we're in. The place looks like a cross between a clinic and a workshop. The glare of the lamp provides a bright light to work by. So it's a surgical room. Is there a bed in here? There's a weird crack in the middle of the room that looks distressing. Give me some creepy Earth is coming for us, like Darkwood vibes, but I don't see a surgical table. I guess there's one over here with a lamp over that. That's why I expect one to be in here too. Left goes DNA. Warning. Sad. Right. Dog bone. Left. DNA. Bone here. DNA here. So I guess if I give a bone, I can read it? I don't have any items though. So if I need a DNA sequence something, I'm set. Oh. What here? Necrosis stimulation tank. Why would you want to stimulate necrosis? Tank delivers an electric shock to the occupant, giving the illusion of a movement in living tissue. Oh. Could be combined. Ew. So you take something dead and you can stimulate it with this to make it seem not dead. This game's gonna get grim. So what is this? Did I make him turn off and go into power-up mode? Was that? This is a recharge station. I thought he looked interactive the first time around.
Ah, another weary pilgrim stops at Caesar's place of healing.
I don't need healing, but I need answers.
Caesar is a servant of the Dullahan, bound to help all in need. Ask away, my friend. Caesar will try to answer.
Forgive my ignorance, but what is a servant of the Dullahan?
I serve the Dullahan, the creator of the world, the one who comes from the Penrose itself. The Dullahan has set this world in motion, and we each must play our part. Caesar's part is to help the pilgrims and tend to the sick. It is why Caesar came to the kettle, a place of much strife and sorrow.
Looking around, I can see this place must need someone like you.
Caesar has been around for centuries. He has lived through 2 wars, through the rise of the tribulation and the Agnate uprising. And all through it, our founder, Grave, has kept the kettle alive. Grave won his place in the games. He triumphed over Nevrocorsis, who refused to lay down her life, as is their own law. Over time, this place has grown, from the old station that gave us its name, to the mountains that protect us.
Tell me, Caesar, have you been here for a long time?
Ah, time. I forget that your organic vessels disintegrate with age. This does not happen with an agnate. This mind is layered and full. Caesar has been recopied 26 times into this body, 26 lifetimes in one machine.
26 different lives.
An agnate brain can be copied and integrated infinite times. We keep the knowledge of those that came before us. Some of us even have knowledge of a future that we have already lived. But knowing the future can be a bad thing. Caesar has seen this all happen, but the Dullahan is wise, and we must all trust its path.
In all of your lives, have you heard of an array?
Caesar has, but after the Agnate Wars, the arrays were stripped down for fear of the prophecy coming true. Please, I beg you, do not ask Caesar. to talk about dead prophecies. It is such a sorrow to see what this world has become.
Well, that's too bad, eh? You're bound to answer my questions. Tell me about these prophecies.
At a time like this, Caesar chooses to invoke the stubbornness of Variyar. Caesar will not answer.
How do I get inside your great city?
To get into the gates, you will need a password. But Caesar does not know the word, for Caesar lives on the outside of the wall.
He says someone who can tell me the password.
If you speak to someone with family living inside the kettle, they could help you.
Thank you, Caesar. You've done your god proud.
My friend, that means more to me than you know. May your name be etched into the record for your kindness.
But also I'm sneaking into your back room and shit. Because of my kindness, obviously. So I need to find a password to get inside. There's a lot taken there. They see themselves. He sees himself as kind of immortal, but actually he's having consciousnesses copied into him over and over again. He's lived 26 different lives. I thought that the idea was that he just continually lived for hundreds of years, but apparently he's lived 26 lives. They've all been 26 lives have been copied into that vessel, and their memories are retained. That's confusing, kind of. It kind of sounds like people like me live a lifetime and then get copied into Caesar. Like, it's not one continuous Caesar, but 26 different human beings that all have their memories intact. Unless he just means the same Caesar is being recopied into the same body, but why would his mind that's already in his body need to be recopied back into the same body periodically? And why would that count as 26 different lives? It seems like it's 26 discrete people. Otherwise, why would there be like a bunch of different lifetimes, some of which are from the future for some people? I need to stop pressing tab. I don't know. I'm a little... that got a little more confusing than expected, where I'm just like, what? I'm sorry, what did you say? And what does that mean? There's an ambiguity to some of the strangeness there. These steps are in bad repair. Robotic watchman.
Look at the size of those walls.
The bionic lookout watches over the villagers as they go about their business. A thick, heavy door bars the way. A sentry cameraman is mounted at eye level.
Hello.
I want to come inside the big walls.
I'm here to speak to Grave. Is there someone else I can talk to, maybe?
That was unambiguous, it seemed. He seemed to say no. Sounds like they can understand me, but I can't understand them. I just need the password, as expected.
What is this?
What is what?
Hey, Chief, looking to trade.
Let's see what you've got.
Agnate transponder for the military base. SIGs. And fuzzy dice. I can't... Maybe I could, maybe not. I was like, could I get DNA off of SIGs and fuzzy dice? But even if I could get cigarettes off of them, would I want to get cigarettes off? I mean, DNA off of them? This has a clear use. It gives me access to a new place. Question is, how do I get enough credits to get there? Honestly, I don't have much faith I can get anything done. So maybe it's best to leave. I came straight here, right? When I got to the map. Does it seem like it might be... It's the recognizable name, basically.
Right. Is it just a brace or something more? The newer tech is much smaller, designed to fit under the skin.
That's just a brace. Helps take a bit of pressure off the leg.
What happened?
Car accident. A bad one.
I am sorry. But you survived. And almost in one piece.
My fiancée was in the car with me, Charlize. She didn't make it.
I'm sorry, Mark. I have also lost someone. I think. The memory is there, in bits and pieces. One of my first memories is of an engineer named Ridley. She worked with me for a long time. She even pleaded with them when they did the first wipe. She wanted to say goodbye. She was kind. I remember her staying late with me, just sitting together.
What happened to her?
Do not remember. There was an experiment. An attempt to simulate fear in my programming. I panicked. I broke the restraints. I think I hurt someone. I think I hurt her. There was so much human blood, and then nothing. I do not remember.
The world was just fine before the Penrose. They should have been more careful with all that power.
Without that technology, you would not be able to walk. Maybe before people do things they may regret, they should just sit.
Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward to that, the companion dialogue where we kind of develop what these characters are exactly. So I went straight to Kettle, because that was the only name I had context for going into this region, basically. We went to this new region. Let's poke around then. I need a password to go any further. There's weird hooks, like, put bone here for DNA or something? And it probably only makes sense if I poke around and visit more of the areas I can be. I have answers to questions I don't have yet, and questions where I don't have answers yet. They seem to take a wildly non-linear approach where the puzzles aren't especially complex, but you have to explore these a bunch of different regions to then piece together which thing goes from this region goes to that thing from that region to actually make progress. Got a bunch of crags and pillars everywhere. Look at this guy with the mask and the hood. Not interactive, he's just kind of here.
This place is Kif.
This place is Kif. The Hanasi Pit. Lots of triangular tarps on ropes around pits. Mostly just a reminder pit of reminder sketch of what I'm already looking at. It doesn't really add much more dimension to what I'm looking at. Sheep and cows graze peacefully. We got old vehicles that are sort of reclaimed by nature, sinking into the earth. The antediluvian deposits.
This place looks rough.
A rickety structure made from corrugated iron. The huge figure stares listlessly into space, muttering to himself. The Hanasi Gate. Lots of that corrugated iron. Is that a face? It looks like like a face on a spring. Is that around here? I don't think I see that. Burning rubber. Black smoke fills the air along with the stench of burning rubber.
There's an entrance up ahead.
That's certainly a choice. Burning a bunch of rubber. Oh, there's the head on the face. Or the face and the head on the springy looking neck. I guess it's rings, yeah. The ring neck practice.
Keep up the pace.
Shanty building. The dwelling is built from sheets of iron and timber. Okay, so that seems the most likely candidate for where I'm supposed to go. Village fountain sometimes comes up as an observation. There it is. The settlement has a steady supply of fresh water. Let's check the gate. I'm sure I'll find out why I can't go in yet or something. Hanasi. Men and women, masked, antlers.
Yeah? What do you want?
I'm here to speak to the Hanasi leader.
Hey, little bug. To see Hanasi leader, you got to have a good reason. What's the reason you got?
I have to see Uti. It's a matter of life and death.
But the others tell me, Cottonmouth, keep people out. Unless they're Chizanyama. And you're not Chizanyama. You just little man.
What or who is a Chizinyama?
Chizanyama make herb. But they've been a bit slow lately bringing it to us. So slow. I know Uti trying to sort it out, but... Hey, small man. I miss my herb.
What's herb?
Herb. Herb is what life is all about. It lets us commune with ancestors. It makes even the grayest of skies bright blue. Imagine a person you lost. A person you will talk to again. Imagine, when you were a small child, that feeling of your dad's embrace around you as you listen to his stories. You feel it, you see him, you can talk and feel all the love. I miss my dad. I miss hearing his voice. What if he is missing me?
I'm sorry, Cottonmouth. I understand what you must be feeling.
You lose someone, little man. Someone you won't see again.
Yeah, I did. I do.
Hey, if you get me some herb, maybe we can see him together. Have a nice long talk.
I think I can help you find some herb.
Oh, small man, that would be the greatest present for me. If you help me talk to my dad again, I will let you go through the gates. But you know, if you get herb seeds, you need Mama's milk to make it grow strong.
What is Mama's milk?
It is milk from Mama. Soaking herb in the milk makes it special for the Anasi. That's what the others say. I have some here. My last gourd. Please look after it. Now go, little man. See you again when you have some herb for me.
Mama's milk. I really hope Mother is the name of a prized cow. Not wrong. It's like, excuse me? They tell me, keep everyone out, unless they have herb. Well, better get herb, then I'll be Chinazi. An abandoned market stall. Or is it makeshift, or both, or whatever. So there's some other settlement or tribe or something that brings in the herb. Lets them commune with their ancestors. This all seems very dead-endy, so can I go in here? No. Nope, I don't see other zones around here. I think this is a thing I fly away to do. Can I go up here? I can go in here.
A lot of blood in that arena. Eyes up.
Holographic symbols orbit the blood-spattered arena floor. Someone's lit a fire for warmth, where the engine carriage used to be. So I need to find herb. I feel like there's like a real risk I'll like get the wrong one. That's my concern at the moment. But he was friendly for a guard. And where's Bulwark? You do not have permission to land here. Alright. Well, then we're running out of places. I need to find some gold so I can buy the ability to get into the military place. That's a huge face. Oh, that's just a thing around here. Like a statue of a cat? Like a huge one? You guys see the back paw here, like it was sitting? I think it was in a sitting position when it fell over. I think that is a statue of a cat. What is going on around here? Looks like some sort of hearse. Chark. Pella Douglas Cripps. Gizmo Fox. Colin Frick. Loch Ness Lamatz. Michael Chen Jan Bitroof. Thorlo, Almasali, Henrix Bonland. This more or less screams Kickstarter backers, Nitro. That's my guess. This is the obligatory Kickstarter backer graveyard. Wherever you find a strange area that's dedicated to listing a bunch of names in a game nowadays, especially on indie games and whatnot, it's probably because it had like some kind of funding or Kickstarter history, and that's why there's suddenly a name. Graveyards are a popular way of doing it ever since like Pillars of Eternity and whatnot would have a lot of mausoleums and graveyards that would just constantly name a bunch of people. Steve Nick, Voodoo FX,
For something in you.
alternating caps lock. Yeah, it pretty much screams I'm a Kickstarter backer. Oh. Well, I do know where I can take a bone.
I don't like graveyards, eh?
A rough white stone path leads between the gravestones. Maybe it is a dog. The tiny paws just kind of gave me the idea of it being a cat, but yeah, that's a dog head.
It's you.
I'm not sure if Pooch fully identifies with the dog title. A fallen statue carved from white stone. Once it would have stood as tall as a skyscraper. Good dog.